Friends, today we are with you in Peterborough, an English city that combines the tranquility of province and the grandeur of an ancient architecture. Here history is felt immediately as soon as you enter the center. It is from heart of the city that we will begin our walk, where every stone has its own story. The center of Peterborough is an open square, where the main buildings of the city are gathered. Here stands the Gothic church of St. John, 15th century, and the town hall built in 1671. Nearby modern cafes, shops, and pedestrian zone with fountains. The architecture here is due to antiquity and modernity, but looks very natural. This is a place that lives a happy life. People sit on benches, meet, pass by. And it's here the character of Peterborough is the best felt. Calm, bright, and very English. Looking ahead a little, I will say that the city is preparing for Christmas, and we will definitely feel its spirit. See the Christmas trees, visit an English pub, and visit the world-famous cathedral. Visit an area where very wealthy English people once lived, and now emigrants from countries live there. Visit a Ukrainian restaurant, attend an English tea party, and see what locals buy for Christmas. It was interesting to learn that the city of Peterborough, England, is a sister city of Ukrainian Vinnytsia. Greetings to all Vinnytsia residents. The city of Peterborough is a mix of Victorian and Baroque architecture style, and we are now approaching the 12th century cathedral, which is built in the Norman style. As an artist, I will get great aesthetic pleasure here, and I know you would too. Peterborough Cathedral was started in 1118 and took almost 100 years to build. Wow, but the beauty is that they built it like this for centuries. Amazing. What a huge book! You can become its illustration right now. It says 900 years of history about this cathedral. It's fashionable to feel how history breathes with a full force on this courtyard. We'll go now and see what's inside. When you step inside this cathedral, it immediately becomes quieter, not because people are silent, but because the space itself creates silence. The tall columns, the even rhythm of the arches, the light falling from above its so stripes, all this comes together in one impression. Time moves slower here, and for the first few seconds you just want to stand and look up. This cathedral was built in 12th century. Norman monks began building it in 1118, and it took almost 100 years to build. It was the center of a large monastery, a place of power and knowledge. Back then, books were copied here, important guests were received, and relics were kept that all of England knew about. Kings prayed within these walls and came here for advice and protection. It's a very peaceful place. Another fact that is often surprising: the cathedral survived a major fire in 2001. The roof caught fire, and seemed the ancient structures could not be saved. But the city rallied around it almost instantly, and the fire was stopped. After that, the building was restored with great care, and now it looks almost the same as it did 9 centuries ago. And when you stand here, inside, among the columns and the light, you understand this cathedral is not just a building. It's a story. The rest on the stone, human hands and time. A place that does not try and impress with loudness, but does it very softly and very precisely. In this extraordinary place of strength, under the Christmas tree, I pray for Ukraine, for the victory of our state, for prosperity, so that we are happy and that everything will work out for us. I found out that there is a Ukrainian cafe restaurant in Peterborough, and I was curious about what they cook there, so let's go there and have some lunch. It's 2 kilometers from the city center to our destination, but it's the only Ukrainian cafe in the city, so let's go. In past centuries, very rich people lived on these streets of Lincoln Road and left behind such estates. Now, immigrants from different countries have taken up residence in this location, and rich people already live in other areas. But they left behind such a beautiful legacy. The English call this area one of the most dangerous in the city. Robberies are rampant here even during the day. It can be dangerous. The beautiful facades of houses with an aristocratic past relax my vigilance, but I do not forget about the warnings. Previously, it turned out that I had only been to the city center, but seeing our way to the Ukrainian restaurant showed me other interesting streets with their history. The Ukrainian flag is already flying, which means we are almost there. It's so interesting to see what is inside and what are the main dishes. А він коли працює?
Просто вам так співпало, що вона вийшла. Вона буде за 1,5 години. 1,5-2 години вона вже буде.
То ви не працюєте зараз?
Я просто допомагаю на кухні.
Ні, ресторан не працює? Yes, friends, you understood everything correctly. We didn't manage to have lunch, and we came during lunchtime, which is indicated on the internet as the working time. Well, it's strange, we didn't manage to test it. They said the owners went out somewhere for an hour and a half or 2. The girl we saw just helps in the kitchen, and they say that we can't offer you anything. I asked if the restaurant was open. They said that it was open, but they couldn't feed you. Well, this happens, who knows, maybe people work to order. I don't know. Who was here, please share how it was with you, because I never managed to understand. But I'm glad that I took a walk in sunny weather and discovered new streets for myself. It's also interesting. There are a lot of restaurants in the city center. World cuisine for every taste. This time we are staying on the ship that offers Asian dishes. Modern English cuisine is the result of centuries of travel, trade, and culture. It's easy to find Indian spices, Japanese sophistication, Mediterranean simplicity, and Scandinavian minimalism all in one city. This is a country where curry is considered the national dish, and tea can be Chinese, Indian, or African. The English love simplicity, but with elements of luxury. They can make avocado toast, but put the highest quality smoked salmon on top. They adore quality ingredients, farmers' markets, local products. They love minimalism in taste when each ingredient is tangible. Michael is a true English gentleman. He drinks tea the way most English people like it. Black tea with the milk, without lemon. Lemon for him is already something to both. I tell him that in Ukraine we almost often drink black tea in a completely different way, with a sugar or honey, and of course with lemon. This delicate smell of citrus, for me it's taste of home. And now we are sitting, laughing, comparing our tea traditions. Michael says, "No lemon for me," and I answer him, "And I can't even imagine my tea without lemon." That's how little cultural dialogue in a cup of tea turns out. And now a few words about the place where Michael and I have tea. This is a restaurant of the historic, the Bull Hotel in Peterborough, one of those buildings that retains the spirit of old England. The hotel has been here since the 17th century and was originally an inn for travelers traveling between London and the north of the country. Back then, horses rested in the courtyard, and travelers rested in a warm hall by the fireplace. When you go inside today, that sense of history still remains. Listen to how the wood breathes quietly here. The beams, the doors, the old window sills. They have all seen hundreds of guests long before us. And I really love places like this. They seem to weave you into a long English history, but leave modern comfort. After our tea, we went into a small bookstore. In England, such places are always special. Here you immediately feel how much the English love to read. On average, they buy about 10 to 12 books a year and read almost every day, in transport, during breaks, before going to bed. The most popular genres here are detective stories, historical novels, biographies, and good non-fiction. The English read even in pubs, and it's true. Here you can see a person with a glass of ale in one hand and a book in another. Pubs in England are part of the culture. Many of them are 200 or 300 years old and have hardly changed. It seems everything here is occupied and there are no free seats. And this is especially true on a Wednesday afternoon. Everyone is drinking beer and it smells very delicious. It is warm and loud inside. What a pity that all tables are occupied. But still, there was a free table on the height legs for us, so we can drink beer, read newspapers, play slot machines.
Brilliant.
Brilliant, lovely jubbly.
You like it?
Холодненьке, смакує добре. The beer is cold and tastes very good.
Wow! I told you fucking on the what do I do now again?
Будьмо, хей.
Well,
My English companion tells me that is a very famous pub in this city, and that is located not far from the train station. And that I noticed that most of the people here are British, because Peterborough is a very multicultural city, but here almost are British, connoisseurs of great beer. Do you like beer here? It's a nice place. You enjoy? Yeah, добре. Добре. The city's shopping center has already prepared for Christmas and cleaning up for shoppers. Today, this Christmas decoration is still closed, but last year, I remember Santa Claus was here, entertaining children and adults as well as his elves. Interestingly, the English usually don't chase after too expensive gifts. The most popular gifts are those that create comfort: books, candles, warm blankets, a set of tea or a chocolate. Here it's believed that a gift should not impress with its price, but convey care. Although, of course, there are always those who buy appliances, gadgets, or jewelry, but these are more the exception than the rule. Another interesting fact that average Briton spends about £600 on Christmas shopping, and most of it goes to gifts to family, friends or colleagues. And what surprised me the most, the English really like to give each other Christmas cards. Every year they send over 1 billion cards here. This is an old tradition that has not displayed anywhere. Our walk is coming to an end, and I am very happy that we walk it together. I congratulate everyone on the upcoming new year and wish you all success, that you are happy and rich in health, good friends, and strong family, that there is a peace and harmony in our countries. Happy New Year!